Okay, ये question देखो. This is a example, solved example number 9 from chapter number 6 of H.C. Verma. Consider the situation shown in figure. The horizontal surface below the bigger block is smooth. एक block है, ground smooth है उसके नीचे. The coefficient of friction between the blocks is mu. Find the minimum and maximum force F that can be applied in order to keep the block at rest with respect to bigger block. So between this B and C friction is mu, between A and C friction coefficient is mu. Now see, when the force is not acting, then the block B will try to fall down and pulling the block A in this direction. Okay. So when you apply the force F, the whole system will accelerate in this direction, because of which a pseudo force will start acting on the block A in backward direction with respect to block C. So the pseudo force will help prevent the blocks from falling down. So that's what we have to compare over here. So first of all, let's understand that since the blocks A and B are not sliding with respect to block C, we can say that all the three blocks are moving together with the same acceleration A. And this acceleration A will be what? Net force by total mass, m plus 2m, where m is the mass of this block. Total mass of the system is what? M plus 2m. So total force by total mass will give you acceleration. Okay. Now, with respect to block C, we draw the FBD of block A and B. So this is A and this is B. The blocks are not moving with respect to C, right? So they are at rest. So net force should be 0. So let's see. First of all, we have tension on the two blocks like this. Okay. Then we have pseudo force. MA. This is pseudo. Okay. Here also we have MA. This is pseudo. Okay. Then let me just take it to the side. Okay. Now, if the force is very small, that means if acceleration is very small, block B will try to go down. Okay. So let's draw the normal force first. Normal force over here will be NB. Here we have NA. And since the block is trying to go down, friction here will act upwards. FB, and here friction will act in backward direction. FA. Correct. Block B is trying to go down, so friction on B is upwards. A will try to go in this direction, so friction on A will be backwards. So these are the directions of frictional forces. Then we got mg, mg downwards, mg downwards. Now we want the net force to be 0. We want the net force to be 0. So let's see how to do that. So first of all, Na will be equal to mg, Na equal to mg, nb equal to ma, nb equal to ma. Now along this direction we have mg is equal to fb plus t. For this block, t is equal to ma plus fa. T is equal to ma plus fa. When you add these two equations, what do you get? mg minus ma will be equal to fb plus fa. Now the blocks are not sliding, correct? So total frictional force is preventing the applied force over here. Okay. So what is happening? This frictional force will be static. Okay, since the blocks are not moving with respect to each other, the frictional force is static, and therefore the frictional force will be less than equal to FB plus FA should be less than equal to mu NB plus mu NA. Okay, so mg minus ma should be less than equal to mu. What is NB equal to ma plus Na is what? Mg. Okay, so I get mg times 1 minus mu less than equal to ma times 1 plus mu. M will cancel out. So G times 1 minus mu upon 1 plus mu is less than equal to A. And what is A equal to? F by m plus 2m. F by m plus 2m. So we get F should be greater than equal to m plus 2m into G 1 minus mu by 1 plus mu. This is the minimum value of the force F, which will be required to prevent slipping. Okay. Now the question is again asking what is the maximum possible force for not slipping. So see, here with respect to block C, pseudo force is acting on the block A backwards. So block A is being pulled backward by pseudo force, just like mg is being pulled downwards by gravity. M is being pulled downwards by gravity. So if you increase the value of A, pseudo force will increase. If A is very large, then pseudo force will be very large. So what will happen? Because of large pseudo force, A will try to go back, B will try to go up. So that's why we have to find the upper limit as well. So now in the second case, what will happen? Again, let's draw the FBD. This is your block B. This is your block A. Okay, B, A. Again, we have tension T upwards, T over here. Then we have mg. Okay, here we have mg. Then we have pseudo force. Ma is pseudo force. Right. Here also we have Ma pseudo force. Fine. Then we have normal force. Nb, Na. And finally we have friction. Now block B is trying to go up, block A is trying to go in this direction. So frictional force will act opposite to motion. So friction on B is in this direction, friction on A will be in this direction. Again, we have the same concept. Na is equal to mg. Okay. And Nb is equal to Ma. Nb is equal to Ma. Along this direction, what do we have? T is equal to Fb plus mg. T is equal to Fb plus mg. For this block, Ma is equal to T plus Fa. Ma is equal to T plus Fa. Again, when you add the two equations, you get Ma minus mg is equal to Fb plus Fa. And again, Fb plus Fa should be less than equal to mu Nb plus mu Na. So Ma minus mg should be less than equal to mu times Nb is what? Ma. Ma plus mu times Na is what? Mg. Alright. So now I get Ma 1 minus mu should be less than equal to mg 1 plus mu. So m will cancel out. Okay. So A will be less than equal to G times 1 plus mu by 1 minus mu. And A is what? A will be F by m plus 2m. So F should be less than equal to m plus 2m into G 1 plus mu by 1 minus mu. Okay. So basically we get F should be less than equal to greater than equal to m plus 2m into G. On both the sides we got the same thing. Okay. But in the bracket, here we have 1 plus mu by 1 minus mu. Here we have 1 minus mu by 1 plus mu. If F is lying in this range, okay, then the blocks will not slide with respect to C.